Hello everybody, this is the one and only Bilbo Baggins, and today we are going to work on a question from the Edexcel Paper 1 Mock Set 3 2017. So this was question 8 on the non-calculator paper. 20 men, 10 women and 10 children are in a competition. That's fantastic. The mean score for the women is 15.6. The mean score for the children is 9.2. Kevin says that the mean score for all 40 people is 11.2. Okay, quite a lot of information there. Work out the mean score for the men. So this is our action. This is what we need to do. Let me start underlining the keywords in the question. So we have 20 men, 10 women and 10 children. That's going to be pretty important. The mean score for the women is 15.6. That's important. The mean score for the children is 9.2. So we must be using this somewhere. And then it says the mean score for all 40 people is 11.2. That is important. Now, where do we start with this kind of question? This is a classic mean question. You want to start working out the total. So they tell you that the mean score for the women is 15.6. So what I'm thinking is, if I can work out the total, the overall total, then maybe I could do some sort of subtraction, and then that would tell me how much is left for the men. So the mean score for the women is 15.6. We have 10 women. So if I just write women, it's always good to label your working out. And we have 10 women, and their mean score was 15.6. So if I do 10 times 15.6, that's going to give me the total. So when you times in by 10, well, the decimal point doesn't really jump, but we can do a little cheat here. The decimal jumps to the right. Really, the numbers moving, the decimal point never moves. So that's going to give us 156. Now let me work out the total. So this was the total score for the women. Let me work out the score for the children. So let's just say CH for children. I don't want to write it all out. So we get 9 point. Well, actually, let me do it. Let me just get rid of that. Let's do 10 times 9.2. Let's be consistent. Now working out. That's going to give us 92. And Kevin says that the mean score for all 40 people is 11.2. So let me just write all. So that's going to be 40 times 11.2 equals, now this is the non-calculator paper, so this can be quite a challenging calculation, 40 times 11.2, but I would advise you to break this number down into 4 times 10 times 11.2. So 40 is the same as 4 times 10. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do 10 times 11.2, which is 112. And then I'm going to multiply 112 by 4. 4 times 100 is 400. 4 times 12 is 48. So that's going to give me 448. So this is the overall score, 448. The overall score for the women was 156. The overall score for the children was 92. If I can work out the overall score for the men, then I can divide it by 20 because there's 20 men, and then that will give me the mean score for the men. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add these two together, so I'll get the overall score for the women and the children. So 6 plus 2 is 8, 5 plus 9 is 14, carry the 1, 1 plus 1 is 2. So I have 248. The next part of the calculation requires me to subtract 448, 248 from 448. So if I do that over here, you can do it mentally, or you can use the column method, whatever you prefer. So 448 subtract 248, nice calculation. 0, 0, 4 take away 2 is 2. So we have 200. So this 200 is the overall score for the men. So that's the men overall score. Now we know that there was 20 men. Their overall score, if you add them all together, is 200. So to work out the mean, we're going to need to do 200 divided by how many men there were, which is 20. Divide top and bottom by 10. You can cancel that out. You can cancel this out. 20 divided by 2 is going to be 10. So the mean for the men is 10. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please click like and please subscribe.